Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kidding. I am Bobbie the Awesome, and we are on day 5 of the Dry January 2025 series. I'm happy to be here. Because I always forget, I am going to ask you now. Please give me a follow on your favorite social media device or on the podcast. It helps me reach more people, and I appreciate it. So last night, my uncle sends me an article about from CNN, and it's talking about big alcohol. And I'm gonna give you my perspectives. I've never said these out loud publicly. I've said it privately to people, but this is my feeling on big alc and what they're doing. So they make it sound great, right? Like they're embracing the movement. Diageo's one of the big companies, and they just bought Ritual, who's one of the first NA spirits that was out there. And it looks all warm and fuzzy. This is my take on it. First of all, they created this mess, right? The easy access and getting everybody hooked on alcohol. I mean, people get hooked on alcohol. They didn't force it down anybody's throats. I get that. But making it so accessible, hiring the pretty girls to go out and do samplings and throw parties at bars and do all the things. It's very sexy to drink, right? Like they've created this culture around it. They show up at, work events and all of this stuff. It's just integrated into our society. Well, they're losing market share as people are waking up and picking themselves first and deciding, I want better health. I want to feel better. I don't want to be hungover. I don't want to be under the influence. I don't want to do bad things. I got into so much trouble at work events because I drank too much. Like I'd go to the work events because it was free booze, but then I would drink too much and it crushed my reputation. Like crushed my reputation. Got me pulled into senior management offices on multiple times. You'd think I would have known or figured it out at that time. I didn't quit drinking until 3, 4 years later, but not good. But it's so embedded in our culture. So here it is. Big Alec's like, oh, we're going to create a zero proof Budweiser or Michelob or all the things. You know why they're doing that? Because they want to capture the market share of those who are finally woke to alcohol, what it does to your body, what it does to your relationships, what it does to your mind. Like people give a shit about living their best lives now. And alcohol doesn't help you do that. Actually, it's kind of poison. Another article that just came out was the Surgeon General talking about alcohol being associated with cancer. Really, do we need them to tell us that? You put shit in your body's gonna react like shit. It's like science 101. Yeah. So people are becoming more woke. Big Alc still wants their market share. Here's what's, I think, this is my prediction of what's going to happen the next few years. And it's unfortunate if I'm right, because in my store, I carry like 100 different brands through the last year. And these brands are people like me in a lot of cases. They're solopreneurs, they're solo female entrepreneurs. They're doing the formulation, they're doing the marketing, they're doing the going to the grocery stores to sample because you don't understand the drinks unless you taste them in a lot of cases. They're doing all this work. Well, here's how it works for Big Alc. I'm already in bed with the liquor distributors. It's regulated. I already have a team of salespeople going out that may or may not be educated when they go in the bars or they go in the liquor stores or the package stores to tell people to buy this. They're just buying it because it's trendy. Most people that are exploring, using that term sober curious, most people that are exploring it are still drinking. So they might drink and then drink alcohol and then not drink alcohol. So they're already in the package stores. Then there's little guys like me, and there's less than 100 of us in the country. Probably less than 80 of us that are like real physical stores. If even that, I'm probably being generous. So I talk to those other female entrepreneurs or those other solopreneurs, all these passion product projects out of sobriety, out of love for ingredients, out of love for feeling, out of having options. One of my suppliers, Cirilla, her name is Sarah. She's been on the show before. She's 18 years sober and created this brand, and she's helping the people in Rwanda, and she has a social mission, and she's creating this drink, but she's not in bed with the distributors. So how hard is it going to be for Sarah to get to the liquor store shelves or the package store shelves for you to buy it? It's an uphill climb, and she's doing it alone. Like, obviously there's people in the community that want to help people like Sarah. So this is what my store is about. Is it's not who's best of the products right now, it's who are you in bed with. And that's really unfortunate because there is some super phenomenal brands out there that taste delicious, that might help with energy or sleep. They're using organic ingredients. They're using low sugar, no sugar. We're starting to see sweeteners like monk fruit, and there's some other ones. Erythritol versus regular sugar, low calories. I guess sugars are another whole conversation. At any rate, creative solutions aligned with the health message. Do you think Big Elk cares about your health? If they did, would they have been making sure that this shit gets in your hands all along? Is there a reason they're not really allowed to advertise the way, think about it like cigarettes. Think about it like cigarettes. You can't advertise cigarettes because they're linked to cancer. Are they going to get rid of alcohol advertising? Let's see that happen. I dare you. I dare you, world. Well, I also know that from watching the landscape, especially this last year, that there are some pretty health conscious people aligned with the changes January 20th. And I think there's some great stuff coming. Now, I get it. Trump had a vodka brand, but I also know I see who he's surrounding himself with. And when you start knowing that people like he has access to people like Gary Brecka, well, obviously he has access to a lot of people, but you follow Gary Brecka and you get educated on what this man is talking about and who he is and what he knows and what some of the big companies did to his career when he was just trying to help people and how they handcuffed his voice. And now he's out on his own and he's educating you. If you're not following Gary Brecka, you should follow Gary Brecka. He's amazing. And he could tell you about all this stuff in people speak, not in like medical lingo or any of that. So my prediction is the brands that have the biggest budgets, like liquor, are going to rise to the top just because of money. And that's a horrible, horrible way to set the stage for this category. Horrible. When the little guys, like you might have heard of Groovy Wine or Hio or Three Spirits. Three Spirits is a woman-founded company from the UK. They have these amazing elixirs, and they're doing. You see them popping up in different places, and it's wonderful to watch. But everybody has to play the game. Like that's what I don't like about politics and bullshit, is because it's like a money game, a who you know game. How about it's about our health game? How about it's about people who are actually trying to make a difference game? So that's what I just had to share because that article kind of really ticked me off. I've been thinking it for a while, and for CNN to go out and, you know, like, let's not showcase Bud. Let's showcase the Sarahs from Cirilla's, or I'm trying to blank on the girl's name right now. Moment. Moment is amazing stills and sparklings, and you can make mocktails, you could drink them on your own, you could do so many things with them. They're giving back to mental health. Like, let's support those people. That's my piece on this, and hopefully you're getting some education here so you could support the right people. Progress. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kidding. I am Bobbie the Awesome. So I invite you to think about where you're purchasing from. Now, ways to help little guys like me, and I say little because I'm not like a mogul, is buy from the TikTok shop that I have. Visit the website, get educated. If you want me to get something, yeah, you may get it cheaper than walking in my store, but that's okay. If I've done the work to pick the little guys and some of the ones that are going to rise to the top of the crop because they're amazing drinks options and they're healthier options. If you want to stay educated on that, like stick with me. I'll tell you as I learn and go. Yes, I'm here to raise money and make money so that I continue educating people on all aspects of recovery. It's not about just like lining my wallet and doing fun things. It's about literally changing the world because somebody has to. Like, you guys are entitled for the right information, the right people in your lives, the right products in your systems. You don't want cancer. You don't want to feel that way. So you can check out those articles if you want. One, CNN, and I think CNN had both of them. I should have put them in the show notes. Anyway, thank you for all your love and support, beautiful people. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.